Have you ever wondered how child support really works for fathers in 2025? With new laws, adjusted payment rules, and stronger enforcement systems across the U.S., child support today isn't just about money. It's about fairness, responsibility, and making sure children get the support they deserve. But how do these laws actually impact fathers? What's changed in 2025? And what rights and responsibilities do dads really have under the current system? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how child support works, what's new this year, and how to protect yourself legally while fulfilling your responsibilities as a parent. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm your name, and I help people understand the real-world impact of U.S. family laws, from child custody to divorce and parental rights, explained in simple, practical language. If you're really interested in learning how to navigate the legal side of family life in today's America, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's talk about child support, a topic that affects millions of families every single year. It's emotional, it's complicated, and it's often misunderstood. But in 2025, several states have updated their laws to make the system more transparent, fair, and balanced for both parents, especially fathers, who often feel the system is stacked against them. First, let's break down what child support really is. Child support is a legal obligation, a financial contribution from one parent to help cover the cost of raising their child after separation or divorce. It's not a punishment, it's not optional, and it's not about paying your ex. It's about making sure your child has everything they need: food, clothing, shelter, education, and health care. Whether you're the custodial parent or the non-custodial one, both parents share responsibility for the child's well-being. In most cases, child support is paid by the non-custodial parent, the one the child does not live with most of the time. The custodial parent, usually the one providing daily care, receives those payments to help meet the child's needs. But in 2025, there's been a big shift in how support amounts are calculated, making the process more consistent and less biased. Traditionally, states use the income shares model, meaning both parents' incomes are combined, and the support payment is divided based on each parent's share of that total income. This model still exists, but new 2025 guidelines have adjusted how childcare costs, healthcare, and inflation are factored in. Because of rising living costs, many states have raised the baseline child support minimums, ensuring children aren't underfunded. But they've also introduced caps and deductions to protect fathers from unrealistic obligations. Let's look at an example. Suppose you're a father earning $60,000 a year and your ex-partner earns $40,000. Together, your combined income is $100,000. The court uses a chart or calculator to determine what share of that income should go towards supporting your child. Since you earn 60% of the total, you'll pay 60% of the calculated support amount. But in 2025, the new rules now require judges to consider shared parenting time much more seriously. If you share 50-50 its custody, your payments could be dramatically lower because both parents are contributing equally in daily care and expenses. This is one of the most important updates for fathers in 2025. Shared custody now has a bigger impact on child support calculations than ever before. For years, many fathers argued that even with equal custody, they were still paying full child support as if they never saw their kids. Lawmakers have finally recognized that shared parenting means shared expenses. So, if you're an active parent spending significant time with your child, you'll likely see a fairer, more balanced order. Another change that's gaining traction this year is the mandatory review and adjustment system. In many states, child support orders are now automatically reviewed every 3 years, without you having to go back to court yourself. This is huge, because fathers often get stuck paying outdated amounts that no longer reflect their current income. If you lose your job, change careers, or experience financial hardship, you can request a modification under 2025 rules. Courts are required to consider your updated financial situation promptly. No more years of back and forth or waiting for hearings that never come. Let's talk about enforcement, because that's another area where things have evolved. In the past, non-payment could quickly lead to license suspensions, tax refund seizures, or even jail time. While those penalties still exist, the focus in 2025 has shifted toward rehabilitative enforcement instead of punishment. Some states are introducing payment plans, employment programs, and debt forgiveness options for fathers who genuinely can't pay. The goal is to keep dads working, not push them into poverty or jail. However, for those who willfully refuse to pay despite having the means, enforcement remains strict because child support is a child's right, not a parent's choice. Now, let us clear up one of the biggest myths I hear all the time. If the mother makes more money, I don't have to pay child support. That's not true. Child support depends on who has primary custody and how much time each parent spends with the child, not just income. Even if your ex earns more than you, if the child primarily lives with them, you might still owe support. On the other hand, if you share custody equally and your income is lower, your ex could actually be ordered to pay you. It all depends on the parenting arrangement and the specific state guidelines. Speaking of states, remember, child support laws vary. Some states use a flat percentage model like Texas, while others rely on income shares or hybrid systems. But in 2025, nearly all states have started to integrate online tools, automated payments, and real-time income tracking through employers. This means fewer missed payments, more transparency, and less courtroom drama. For fathers, that's a huge improvement. No more uncertainty about whether your payment was received or recorded. Another crucial part of child support is healthcare coverage. Under current rules, both parents must contribute to medical insurance and unreimbursed healthcare expenses. Many fathers overlook this part, but in 2025, failure to provide proof of insurance can lead to fines or adjustments in your order. Courts want to see that children are medically protected, and they are more flexible now in allowing either parent's insurance plan to be used. Now, let's talk about modifications, because this is where most fathers run into trouble. If your income changes, whether you get a pay cut, lose a job, or have new dependents, you must file for a modification right away. Don't wait. Child support doesn't adjust automatically unless your state's system triggers a review. If you don't request it, you could end up owing arrears, unpaid support that keeps adding up with interest. Some fathers wait too long and find themselves thousands of dollars in debt. In 2025, the system allows faster digital filing, so take advantage of that and keep your payments accurate. One positive development for dads is that courts are now more open to mediation, instead of jumping straight into hearings. Many jurisdictions encourage parents to settle support disputes through mediation. This approach saves time, money, and emotional stress, and allows fathers to have more say in the outcome. If both parties agree on an amount, a judge can easily approve it without a drawn-out fight. It's a win-win, especially for cooperative parents who just want stability for their kids. Let's talk about something that's often ignored: what child support actually covers. Some fathers believe their payments only go toward basic needs, like food and rent. But in reality, child support covers the full spectrum of a child's upbringing, including education costs, extracurricular activities, clothing, healthcare, and sometimes even vacations. However, courts expect the custodial parent to spend that money reasonably on the child's benefit. If you suspect misuse, say the funds are being spent on things unrelated to the child, you can raise that issue legally. But remember, courts rarely micromanage spending unless there's clear evidence of neglect or fraud. Another major talking point in 2025 is digital accountability. Several states are testing systems where both parents can view a shared financial portal that tracks child support payments, expenses, and receipts. It's designed to increase trust and transparency and reduce the endless he said, she said battles. For fathers, this is a game changer because you'll always have proof of what you paid and when. So what happens if you don't pay? Well, enforcement is still serious. Missed payments can lead to wage garnishment, suspension of your driver's or professional licenses, seized tax refunds, and even passport denial. But if you're struggling financially, communicate with the court immediately. Ignoring the issue only makes it worse. Courts are much more understanding when fathers are proactive and honest about their situation. Let's also address joint custody trends, because this ties directly into support calculations. In 2025, more states are moving toward presumed joint custody as a default, meaning both parents start with equal rights and responsibilities. This doesn't always mean equal time, but it does mean courts are no longer automatically siding with one parent. For fathers, this is a monumental shift. It acknowledges that dads are just as important to a child as emotional and financial development as mothers are. When custody is shared, support amounts become more balanced and fair, reducing the sense of financial punishment many fathers have felt for years. Before we wrap up, here's the truth. Child support can feel overwhelming, but it's manageable if you understand the system and stay informed. Always keep records of your payments. Communicate with your co-parent. File modifications when needed. And most importantly, stay engaged in your child's life, because emotional support is just as important as financial support. The law may enforce money, but love and involvement are what truly shape a child's future. And one final note, if you ever feel the system is treating you unfairly, don't give up. Many states now have fatherhood programs and legal aid services to help dads navigate child support, custody, and visitation. Take advantage of them. Knowledge is power, and the more you understand your rights, the stronger your position will be. If this video helped you understand the new child support laws and what is expected of fathers in 2025, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments below. Your story could help someone else. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because we've got more videos coming on custody battles, divorce updates, and how to stay on the right side of the law while protecting your family. Thanks for watching, and remember, being a responsible father isn't just about paying support. It's about being present, informed, and active in your child's life. Stay smart, stay fair, and I'll see you in the next video.